Alright, Chef Nooner here, and we're going to make some empanada filling. I've got a large skillet here that I've preheated. I'm going to add a decent amount of oil, maybe a tablespoon or two. How do I know my pan's ready? Oil again shimmers, but not smoking. Alright, we're going to take our beef in. Raw product, again, we're worried about cross-contamination, so making sure I'm not touching the raw product and then touching a handle or touching anything on the door. I'm going to go in with a wooden spoon and I'm going to break this up. And I know my pan's hot enough because you can hear that meat searing. If you put meat in and it doesn't make any noise, you're just going to end up steaming your product and not really developing any flavor. So once I kind of break that up, I'm going to come in. We always have to season as we go. I've got some salt here. And some pepper. And we also have some ground cumin, one of my favorite spices. A little paprika or cayenne for spice. Come in. Break this up a little bit more. And then that beef will have a good amount of fat in it, depending upon what ratio you get. And that's going to help sear the meat, but it's also going to help sear our veggies or aromatics. So we've got some onion here going in, and some red bell pepper. I'm going to get some flavor on those, soften those up, give it some nice color. Turn my pan up. I'm not hearing much noise anymore, so that cold meat kind of cooled the pan off, so we do have to adjust our temperature. I'm really just trying to break this up into ground meat. But beyond that, we don't really want to touch it too much. Ground meat, we can't take a temperature with the thermometer in this case, so we're just going to look for no more red and all nice and brown. I'm going to go in, add my garlic, give the other veggies a head start before we add the garlic. It tends to burn. Okay. And once all of our beef is in, we're going to add some traditional garnishes. Here we have green onions. They're a little brininess or salty bits, and a hard-boiled egg. Optional would be some raisins as well. They would add a nice little sweetness and some different texture notes. But that is our empanada filling. Before we go and stuff it, we're going to allow it to cool. Okay, and then we'll show you later how to stuff it into the dough.